The weirdest things in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory don't happen inside the factory. I recently watched it again, and there were a few things that stuck out to me that I never really thought about. The first one, the movie opens with these kids going into the candy store, and this candy man tossing treats and sweets, and it's a free-for-all. I imagine they have some sort of tab system or something, because there's no money exchange. They're just slurping down drinks and eating all kinds of treats. Meanwhile, Charlie is sitting right out front, looking in through the window at all these kids just pulling shit down for seemingly nothing. Later on, when he brings the money in he found out of the gutter and orders a chocolate bar and starts wolfing on the chocolate bar because he hasn't eaten in a week, the guy's like, pay up. Number 2. The knife guy outside the factory. Now, clearly, this was exposition. They could have just shifted over to Grandpa Joe. And I'm pretty sure in the book, it's Grandpa Joe doing all of this. The conclusion they came to was, let's have this crusty old guy with a bunch of knives on a cart going, nobody ever goes in, nobody ever goes out. And Charlie's like, what? Number 3, we find out in the movie that Grandpa Joe smokes a pipe every single day. At this point in the movie, they're like, he's like, I don't need to do that. A loaf of bread looks like a banquet. No, you've been inhaling the family dinner for the last 20 years. Can we also talk about the fake Slugworth guy? Because I know he's not real, but he is definitely the creepiest part of this whole movie. And the fact that he's like sneaking in while their parents are right there, and he's like whispering things into their kids' ears. The worst is when he's somehow inside the salt peanut factory. The gold ticket is found amongst the sea of workers, and Slugworth is the one that like takes her over to bring her up. And then he like goes behind her and is like holding her. He's like, Meanwhile, the parents are right there. I mean, go no further than when Charlie is at his happiest moment running home with the golden ticket and he gets stopped in that like alley or under the bridge or something. Every time he said, everlasting gobstopper. No, just go home, Charlie. You got things to do, man, for the first time ever. And finally, this is one that actually doesn't have to do with anything that happens inside the movie, but the movie itself. It was originally funded by the Quaker Company to sell a line of Wonka chocolate bars that they were about to produce. And so essentially this was created as one giant commercial. Turns out the Wonka chocolate they developed sucked. And so the movie then has now outlived the chocolate, and it is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory that has stood the test of time. Give me a follow. I've got great nuggets.